Awakened by a Dream interviews on scene with White Raven. So, White Raven, what do you feel humans are?
I feel humans are spirits in vessels experiencing a human experience. Vessels that are made of the same matter as the earth, as old as the earth. I don't believe that humans, or feel that humans are the vessels. They may be connected to the vessels and to the earth that the vessels are provided by. Ethereal existence, energetic existence. That's what I feel.
What do you feel this reality is?
I feel this reality is a simulated representation of an existence, life, but more of a fabricated, formulated, conditioned existence, not a free flowing existence. It's difficult to speak because I'm using primitive words that do not really have the capabilities of explaining what I need to explain. But anyhow, that's what I feel.
How old do you feel humans are?
I feel humans are as old as existence itself. I feel they're vessels, so the vessels that they've been gifted with are as old as the earth is. That's what I feel.
Who is Jason Williams?
Jason Williams is a fictitious character that I was assigned to when I arrived here. But there is no I. I is the body. I is my egotistical thought of myself. I don't feel there's a Jason Williams. My parents, I feel, were directed and conned and tricked into naming me Jason Williams because that was what fit the social norm or the status quo. I don't feel Jason Williams exists, but I do feel I exist. I'm part of something, and like I said, there is no I. Maybe a unified field of consciousness or a unified field of existence, a unified field ethereal existence that is ever flowing. That is what I feel.
What is Awakened by a Dream?
Awakened by a dream is a dream that I was awakened to from the dream of this reality. When I was looking at a plaque with Martin Luther King staring out to a crowd of people, and it says at the top of the plaque, "I have a dream." That's when Awakened by a Dream came to me. I said to myself, "Kelly, I have it. Awakened by a Dream." But I didn't just say it to myself, I also spurted it out very loudly to the love of my life, Real Fox. That's what I feel.
What do you feel the awakening is?
The awakening is a cycle, I feel, where we go through different phases of vibration, realization, a spiral of existence that keeps spiraling, and every time you come around, every time it revolves, the revolutions, it's like a spiral that goes inward or upward, oscillating from a wide perspective to a very narrow perspective. And as the vibration becomes thinner or higher, rather than wider and denser, we become smarter and more intelligent or more knowledgeable, more aware of every time we come around. Because when we rise and we fall, and the tighter the oscillation becomes, and the less we are fooled, the less we are confused. All is an experience. We need all experience to experience the experience, and the more experience that we experience, the more experience we become. That is what I feel.
What is balance?
Balance. In this world or society or realm, it's difficult to keep balance. I do feel that balance is a capability, but within this world and society and its design and its conditioning, balance becomes a seesaw. It's a teeter-totter. Sometimes you're going to be over here and sometimes you're going to be over there. Dark, light, good, evil. Balance is when you're in between both or unified with both, rather than holding, say, evil up here, then you're holding your good down here. Metaphorically, I don't think that good and evil exists, but metaphorically, you're holding your good down here and your evil up here. Then you've lowered yourself to the evil and you've raised yourself to the good. Vice versa, you hold your good up here, you hold your evil down here. Now you've lowered yourself to the good and you've raised yourself to the evil. So now you're in between. One's above, one's below. When you're like this and you're getting a charge, metaphorical charge off both, balancing yourself in between the metaphorical good and evil, which is, you can look at it as negative, positive, whatever you want to look at it as. There's many terminologies here in this realm, but I feel it's all about keeping your distance between both, being an ambassador or a mediator, rather than saying, okay, well, I'm gonna go over here with the negative folk, and I'm gonna mingle with the negative folk, and I'm gonna suppress and hate on the positive folk. But you can't have positive and negative without the other. They're one and the same. It's in my expression of it, when you stand in between the negative and positive, you get wisdom. You're in equilibrium. You cannot be knocked off to either side, because I also feel when you join a side, now you're separated. You're in opposition. You're opposing the other side. You're also opposing yourself. When you're on the good side, you say, there's the evil people, there's the bad people. I'm not capable of that. There's the boogeyman, let's get them. And then when you're over on here on the negative side, metaphorically, in an example, you're over here and you're saying, oh, they're goody two-shoes and we got to get the good guys, and they think they're better than us, and this and that and the other thing, so on and so forth, etc., etc. Only when you recognize and acknowledge and absorb both sides do you become balanced. You must feel the murderer's pain as much as you must feel the victim's pain. If you only feel one, you're not really going to know the whole story. You're not going to feel the whole story. You're not going to have the necessary experience to dissolve. You're just going to keep taking sides. You're going to keep jumping back and forth like a Mexican jumping bean. You're going to be jumping all over the place. You're going to have no balance. You're going to have no direction. You're going to be undecided. Even if you are on one side or the other, you're still undecided. You're still lost, or we are still lost if we are on either side. And I could go on and on about this for a while, but that is how I feel.
What is fear?
Fear is an illusion. It's something taught to us, that was brought to us, like war. War is just a byproduct of fear. Fear is everything we need and don't need, everything that will lead us to balance and won't lead us to balance. Just as love. Love is everything we need and don't need, and everything that will lead us and not lead us to balance. But again, you need one to have the other, and you can't have one without the other. You need both. I could go on and on about that for a while too, but that's what I feel. In a nutshell.
What is the Matrix?
The Matrix. The Matrix is many things, but in my expression of the Matrix, it's a synthetic design of life. Simulated, preordained. It is nothing life is. It's a layer over life, or not even a layer over life. It's a mask over life. When you look at the mask, it's beautiful. It's wondrous. It's designed so symmetrically. It has all of these curves and these twists and these beautiful colors. But when you take the mask off, you realize it's much more beautiful, much more simple, less complicated, more abundance, without all the lollygagging and plastics and emissions and everything the Matrix has to offer, all the technology that promises you all of these things. Life is everlasting. I think that the Matrix is providing some sort of false hope, cybernetics. How could that be anything healthy? That's pretty foolhardy. The way we are going in technology with the Matrix, the numbers, the letters, it's all illusion, it's falseness. It's not what life is. Life is meant to be lived. It's not meant to be taken from to create other things, to give us false hope that we are going to make life better or make life longer. The old age term that I like to go back to is, for every disease's cure, God made herb. So why are we going to technology and taking from the earth metal minerals to make hard swords and guns, and then we go and take Mother Earth's blood and we take it and we make plastic? Why are we doing that? That's not life. That's depleting our very existence, our home, where we are now. That's taking the beauty and making ugly, dead waste, things that don't biodegrade. We already have beauty. Why are we seeking false beauty? And again, I could go on about that for a very long time. But that in a nutshell, that's how I feel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was pleasant.